It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it's showtime. What's happening, everybody? Geno Jones Showtime. You see the sign behind me? I come to you live Monday through Friday, normally 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. live in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, everybody out on the West Coast. All right, programming note from the top. No live show this Friday. That'll be November 14th. All right, it'll be the best of the Geno Jones Show. So it's 7:30 Eastern Time or 6:30 Central or 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. You can come to the channel and you can binge watch your favorite episodes, plural. As a matter of fact, but you can do that anytime because every episode that I have done in the last 5 years is right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel, brought to you by Kojo LLC. You're looking to buy a home and sell a home in the Carolinas, South or North Carolina? Give my people, Courtney Johnson, a call. You can reach her at 843 area code 543-4022. That's 843 area code 543-4022. 843 area code 543-4022. Or go to kojollc.com. Courtney Johnson. That's kojollc.com. Well, today's a lot of talk about the Epstein files. So first of all, shout out to U.S. Representative Grijalva, and her first name escapes me. So her dad was in the House of Representatives. He passed away. She ran for his seat in Arizona, one of the districts, U.S. House districts in Arizona. And she won. And so apparently I just saw a little headline, a banner caption that she'll be sworn into the United States House of Representatives next week. They're playing games. This woman won that seat, I think about, 2 months ago? Over a month ago. Somewhere between a month and, closer to 2 months than a month. Closer to 2 months than 1 month. I'm confident of that. So she should have been sworn in. Her vote's been what they call certified. I mean, it's been verified by the officials in Arizona. Now, who is Representative Grijalva, and why does she matter, and why am I telling you? Because she has already agreed to be the 218th signature on basically this petition to release the Epstein files at the FBI. And so now Congress can basically, I want to be correct. I know that Congress can basically, there's a maneuver there. I'll get you the nuance details. But Congress, basically, they can subpoena the Epstein files, if I'm correct. I didn't go to law school. I'm not playing one on TV. But they have the power to demand that the Epstein files be released. Now, why is that relevant? Well, it's relevant because for decades, you had all these young girls and teenage girls that were sexually assaulted, raped, molested. Jeffrey Epstein was a convicted pedophile, sex trafficker, pedophile, allegedly committed suicide. Allegedly. He died in prison, mysteriously, and the official report was somehow Jeffrey Epstein that had all this dirt on all these people and who had seen in all kind of videos and photos with Orange Hitler, and who said, Jeffrey Epstein himself, that Donald Trump and I were best friends for 10 years, roughly. They knew each other like 15, so. This is out of Jeffrey Epstein's own mouth. And now, there have been all the House Democrats. I guess there's a House Democrat committee, but some of the House of Representatives, the U.S. House of Representatives, Democrats, have got a hold of all these thousands of emails basically that the FBI, because listen, a lot of this stuff is relatively, I want to say public record, because Jeffrey Epstein he was convicted misdemeanor. He was facing felony charges, and then he got a little sweetheart deal from the feds. I digress. So all these emails came out today, and one of the emails came out and said that, claiming, I'm paraphrasing a quote, that Trump knew about the girls. And in another email, according to like all the news sources, implied that there was some woman who's been identified as a victim, not by name, that basically, well, a couple things. One, in one of these emails, Jeffrey Epstein was talking to, I believe, Ghislaine Maxwell, the woman who's in jail now, who was convicted of sex trafficking along with Jeffrey Epstein, who allegedly, according to the victims, engaged in the sexual molestation and the rape. And basically, she was the recruiter, the honeypot. She was drawing the sweet young honey. And I don't even want to refer to them that way, because it might come across as insensitive, because these were babies, they were children. They were like preteens in some cases, and then teenagers. So, but basically, she was like the recruiter. And some of the victims just talked about how sinister she was. She used her womanhood and charm and proximity to power to lure these girls in, and then she engaged in the rape and the sexual assault, and then lined them up for Jeffrey Epstein. So a lot of this dirt's coming out, and one of the emails allegedly, according to everything I saw today, that was released by the Democrats, that supposedly Jeffrey Epstein had dated somebody that was, I think, right around basically late teens. So by the time she got 20 after 2 years, I'm paraphrasing the email, Jeffrey Epstein gave her to Donald Trump. Gave her to Donald Trump. This is in these emails. And another email that was basically, I think Jeffrey Epstein was talking to Ghislaine Maxwell, his accomplice in crime and sexual assault, and raping young girls, teenage girls, that Trump knew about the girls. So, who knew that Jeffrey Epstein was going to reach his pedophile hand and arm up from the grave and want to choke? He's going to politically choke his boy out. His partner in shady activity, to say the least. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. But the saddest part is, I think about these women that are still being triggered and traumatized. Just hearing about this, I can't imagine what it has to be like for these women. But to their credit, they want it all. They like, listen, release the Epstein files. Everybody, all these men and the few women, very powerful men, need to be exposed. And hey, let the chips fall where they may. And I'm like, yes, release. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care how powerful it is. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It is past time. And these women can never recapture what they lost. Their innocence, their childhood. One of the most famous victims, she, according to authorities, committed suicide. It's a lot of folks is connected to Jeffrey Epstein, including himself. All of a sudden, as this story gets bigger and bigger, are found dead from suicide. I question if this young lady, Virginia Jeffery, she released the book, and right after she released this book, and she had been on TV, and all of a sudden she committed suicide. What goes on in the dark will, my grandmother used to always say, Jenny, what goes on in the dark will come to light. will come out in the light. And this is stuff is coming out. And the interesting thing is that the MAGA cult bought the bullshit that Orange Hitler and the MAGA cult politicians saying, oh, yeah, well, Hillary Clinton, and she was running a pedophile ring at a pizza place somewhere in D.C. or wherever, in New York City. And they were like, oh, yes, as soon as we get in power, and Orange Hitler talked about when he got in office and all these MAGA sycophants around him. Yes, when Donald Trump gets back in the White House, we're going to release Pam Bondi, his attorney general, sycophant, was on Fox propaganda channel in February. I've got the Epstein files on my desk. Now, all of a sudden, she's lost them. Her dog ate them, or her dog cat peed on them. She lost them somewhere, can't find them in the house. The cleaning company came and threw them away by accident. All kind of crazy excuses. A ghost snuck in the house, snuck in her office took them away. All kind of crazy, lame ass excuses. The dog ate my homework. The dog ate them. Anything. So they got these MAGA cult members. They got these people amped, thinking that, oh yeah, those Democrats are pedophiles. Like, they really thought that the only people that Jeffrey Epstein had to his island were Democrats? Really? Come on, dude. But then all of a sudden, when the Justice Department, Orange Hitler had the Justice Department and go through like all these Epstein files and to see how many times was Donald Trump's name mentioned in some of the Epstein files. And I guess whatever the number was, it must have spooked the shit out of him, because he was like, you can't release these files. At least that's what it seemed. Because all of a sudden, from Pam Bondi's desk to just poof, be gone, vanish. The Epstein files have vanished in thin air, and they haven't been seen since. Sasquatch, Bigfoot, I don't know. Asteroids somehow came and got them. I don't know what happened, but they're gone. That's what she claims. The Epstein files. So, by the way, the show is interactive. I have to remember to tell everybody that, so everybody watching me live, if you got a question or a comment, jump in my chat room. You see it says live chat. Jump in there and just type your name. Let me know where you're watching, where you're from, and you got a question or comment, or you want me to shout you out, birthday, anniversary, whatever you got going on. But we are living in such a precarious time right now, because Republicans are still spooked. There's still folks first of all, the government technically is still shut down. And Orange Hitler is still fighting to keep from having to release SNAP benefits. Can you imagine? This dude is allegedly a billionaire. Gave $40 billion to Argentina, and you went to the Supreme Court to get them to stop having SNAP payments sent to your constituents. 44% of SNAP recipients are white. And you, Orange Hitler, you got the majority of the white vote. The majority of white men and 53% of white women, for a third time, voted for this adjudicated sexual offender in a civil trial. And then he went to the Supreme Court to try to get the Supreme Court basically to make it so he doesn't have to pay the woman E. Jean Carroll, who she won the civil lawsuit, accused him of sexual assault. Actually, she said rape. So they found him liable, because civil trials are different than criminal trials. So it's not guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. It's what they call a preponderance of evidence. Like, basically, if more than half of the evidence, if 51% of the evidence says, oh, you probably did it, then you can be found, they found liable. He was found liable in a civil trial of sexual assault. And he's supposed to pay this woman tens of millions of dollars. You lost. He appealed it, he lost, so now he's going to his buddies, the MAGA Supreme Court, say, hey man, I don't want to have to pay this woman. Oh goodness. I even spending the majority of this monologue talking about this madness, but then we got aircraft carriers in the Caribbean, and it's pretty clear to me that this dude is about to go to war with Venezuela because things are not going well here. Even many of his cult members are like, wait a minute, man. I can't afford coffee. I can't afford gas. I can't afford groceries. I'm about to lose my health insurance. I got a letter in the mail that the premiums for my Obamacare went up by $1,000 a month. Some people, $2,000 a month more for health insurance through Obamacare. Then for those January 1st on Medicare, you got all these Medicare cuts January 1st. Medicaid cuts, $500 billion cut for Medicaid. And Medicare cuts that was a part of this big bullshit bill. Those first Medicare cuts are gonna hit January 1st. It's just, it's a lot. And he's talking about what? And the tariffs got everything all jacked up. Speaking of tariffs, and let me just go back to I'm calling it the holiday blackout. That's what I'm calling what I started. But as a matter of fact, and I want to make sure, hold on, I'm looking around, guys. Let me just step off camera for a second. Put it, yeah, here it is, over here. I talked about this yesterday. In case if you missed yesterday's show, go back and watch it. I want to shout out Latasha Brown, Cliff Averill, Black Voters Matter. I want to shout out the folks Until Freedom and Indivisible. They're calling for the We Ain't Buying It economic boycott from Black Friday, November 28th through Cyber Monday, December 1st. I've called for the holiday blackout just to pull all of our money out of this economy. All these retailers, no. Since so many, the majority of them went anti-DEI, so fine, if you want to anti-DEI everything, so let us, we're going to reverse engineer this anti-DEI, and we're going to anti-DEI our money out of this economy. So I'm saying basically, from now, Halloween, I say from Halloween to New Year's Day, don't spend no money with none of these major retailers. And the holiday shopping, put that money in the bank, put that money in your pocket, give it to your family or, some neighbors, family or friends. Their folks are still hungry. People are still waiting on SNAP benefits. You've got hundreds of thousands of people that have been laid off or fired or furloughed. You've got TSA workers and air traffic controllers working for free. So if there's a family or friend that needs some financial support, if you're in a position to do it, let that be a Christmas gift for them. Or fill up their pantry with groceries for a couple months. Or if you got some money coming between now and the holiday, help out a family member if you can. Get your own financial house, and if nothing else, get your own financial house in order. Because the way to get people's attention with money and power is to dig in their pockets. And the only language these CEOs, from Jeff Bezos to Tim Cook at Apple, Jeff Bezos at Amazon and Tim Cook at Apple, and Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg at Meta, Facebook and Instagram, and all these CEOs that supported this regime of hatred and bigotry and racism and misogyny, sexism and cruelty, and don't give a damn about nobody if you're not a white man straight billionaire, even though some of these billionaires are kind of funny because they down with the program, but they like, it's like, they ain't really crazy about gay men either, but y'all got enough money, Peter Thiel and Tim Cook at Apple, which is kind of funny how your money, you got privilege, but still, they ain't really crazy. This MAGA cult, they're not crazy about you either. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So, I'm speaking on this holiday blackout that I've called for, but I fully support this "We Ain't Buying It" economic boycott. So once again, shout out to Black Voters Matter. My girl Latasha Brown, this sister, just brilliant sister, bad, beautiful. Cliff Averill, her co-founder, the co-founder of Black Voters Matter. They've been doing great work. Indivisible. Shout out to the organization Until Freedom. I'm going to try to get some of them on. I have reached out to Latasha and her team. They haven't got back with me. I know how busy she is, but I'm going to have to, they say the squeaky wheel gets the oil, so I'm going to have to squeak a little louder and a little longer, because I would love to get Latasha and or Cliff. I'd love to get both of them. If not, definitely one of them with Black Voters Matter, because I've been rocking with them for since really they've been in existence. And shout out to Indivisible, because they understand this is the time of year where all these retailers, this is when they make their money. This is when they make a profit. If they haven't made a profit by now, it's now or never. This is the biggest season for retailers. The biggest shopping season is this time of year. So we're going to shut that down. We are absolutely going to shut it down. They don't give a shit about you. My grandmother said, Jenny, don't beg nobody to take your money. So we're not begging nobody to take our money. All these companies that got rid of their DEI programs and all the diversity, and okay, no, well, we're good. I can keep my money or find somewhere to spend it or invest it with a company that's not with the racist bullshit and the misogyny and the cruelty and the hate and the snatching people off the streets, snatching immigrants off the streets. I could go on and on and on, but I just wanted to shout that. So I want to remind everybody, no live show Friday, the Best of the Geno Jones Show this Friday, 7:30 p.m. But really, it's the Best of the Geno Jones Show. You can always come to my YouTube channel anytime you want to and binge watch any episode, any back episode from the last 5 years. But we will be live on Thursday, and then we'll be back all next week, live doing our thing right before we get to Thanksgiving. And there'll be no live show Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, of course. But we are good to go. So don't forget to leave your comments. Please, 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 please. My little James Brown impersonation. All I need is a cape. Throw the cape out. Bam. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you in advance. Please tell everybody. I got some new subscribers yesterday. Thank you. We're getting closer now. 47 new subscribers are becoming a YouTube partner. That means YouTube will monetize this YouTube channel, the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel, and my media company. It is so important that we support Black-owned media. And if you would like to support Black-owned media, specifically my media company, Geno Media, and the Geno Jones Show here on YouTube, and we're going to be launching our own platform, GenoJones.com, where you'll get to see the Geno Jones Show. To be basically like YouTube. It'll be a live streaming platform. We'll stream live content and recorded content. It's going to be amazing. All right, so I need your support. I need your financial help. No amount is too small or too large. And I can say 3 ways. You could be a sponsor. You could advertise. You could become a sponsor like Courtney Johnson and her real estate company, CojoLLC.com. If you're looking to buy or sell a home anywhere in the Carolinas, South or North Carolina, just go to CojoLLC.com, CojoLLC.com, or give Courtney Johnson a call. Tell her you were watching the Geno Jones Show and you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Carolinas. So 843 area code 543-4022, 843 area code 543-4022. That's one way. If you would like to be a sponsor, I'd be honored. Just reach out to me via my email, GenoJonesShow@gmail. Now, hold on to that email address because there's something else that you can do with that email address, all right? So, but reach out to me if you'd like to be a sponsor or advertise on the show and my channel. I'll send you a package, a sponsorship package. I'd be honored to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family. Geno Jones Show, all one word. That's how you spell it, at Gmail. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Now, that same email address I just gave you, GenoJonesShow@gmail. If you would like to support the show financially or offer a financial gift supporting the media company and my media company and this show, you can Zelle your financial support using that same email address via Zelle, GenoJonesShow, all one word, at Gmail. Or you can Cash App your support, financial support for this show and my media company, $ on Cash App, $ Dad G Jones, all one word, $ capital D, lowercase a d, capital G J, lowercase ONES. That's $ capital D, lowercase a d, capital G J, lowercase ONES. $ Dad G Jones. Once again, no amount is too small or too large. Then they had to, did somebody win? I didn't check. I didn't hear. I guess not, because I didn't hear. What Mega Millions was 900 million last night. Well, I had on the Today Show this morning. That would have been like the lead. So the fact that they didn't lead with that means that nobody won, apparently. So I need to get a ticket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not excuse me, once it gets around $1 billion, that's when I start buying a ticket. Yeah, $500 million is nice, but once it gets around $1 billion plus, I'm like, what the hell I got to lose? Really, what, $3? Okay. So, but thank you for your support in advance. I want to thank the new subscribers that I saw overnight, a couple more, getting very close to becoming that YouTube partner, which is so important because 1,000 new subscribers. Plus, I'll become a partner to where they will monetize and support the channel. So thank you for your support. Thank you for even getting me here. 5 years ago, I started with like 0 subscribers and 1 person watching my show. And she's watching now, and that's my mother. So, Mother, thank you. I love you. All right, everybody. God bless each and every one of you. You and especially you. I love all of you all so much. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Central Time, p.m., 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon on the West Coast. Once again, programming note, no live show this Friday, November 14th, but we will be live Thursday. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check him out on Instagram or IG, KELBECUTTINUP. Kel be cutting up. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her and her Lexi Jones collection out on Instagram or IG, LX.NCL_LX.NCL_. I love you. We'll see you live Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Chicago, I see you. Stand up live in Las Vegas and Los Angeles and Portland, Oregon, 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon Thursday. I love you. See you then.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.